Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This time I want to feature Spellbinder's Frame Charms. It's part of the Wine Country collection designed by Stacey Karen. Really love these dies. There's quite a few in the collection, but I have to admit this is the one I keep going back to specifically because of the grapes and the little tiny leaves. Those dies are so useful. So here they are, and you'll see that once they're die cut and coloured, they really are sweet. Along with those sweet little leaves and grapes, you've also got the 3 frames and also this rod, which I'm affectionately referring to as the coffee stirrer. So the frames have got like the little feature, so they actually, if you like, can hook onto the rod at the top, or you could thread through some twine. So you've got those 3 different shapes, so the circular, and then there's the rectangle, and this one is a little more square. So I have my card base here, a 5x7 ivory card base, and I also have a piece of burgundy card cut with my 5x7 Matin Basics. I'm just affixing this in place. I've applied my scrapbook adhesive using the EZ dots today, as you'll see. I've had a few questions about the runners. They are interchangeable. Let me just quickly show you. You just pop them open, and then once you've got the dispenser, you can pop inside whichever adhesive you prefer, and it's as simple as that. So right now I've got EZ dots in my pink dispenser. So simple and so quick to refill. Return to my card. What I've gone ahead and done, again, this is a 5x7 from the Matin Basics, but this is a stamp. It's a little bit older. This is a penny black stamp called Mixed Media. I've gone ahead and stamped that on as well as my sentiment. So I just like to sometimes use larger stamps as a background, and I think they mix really nicely with die cuts. So let's just pop that onto here. You'll see the EZ dots dispenses little tiny blue dots, and in fact if you overrun and get them where you don't want them, you can in fact just rub them off, and then you haven't got to worry about adhesive going over the edge. That's really clever. So let's just pop that onto the card front, and then we're going to start with our die cuts. This is the more rectangular frame. Definitely emboss these dies because then you get that lovely scroll detail. I've just cut 2. I want to put the gold behind as just a tiny drop mirror. I'm using Distress inks. This is antique linen. I think this works really well with the wine design, just a vintage look. Just not massive, just gently on the edge. This die, which is the rod that you can hang the frames from if you wish, you can of course just nip into that and make shorter ones to create individual little hanging rods for the frames. The little bunches of grapes, again I'm using just my Distress inks to colour those. This is Seedless Preserves, just very lightly going in the middle around the edges. And then I think it's quite nice to add a little touch of green to the top, which is the Pilled Paint. And then you can go in and shape these. I have cut them from watercolour card. I do favour that just because you can add the water and then it becomes just so much more flexible. It's just going with one of those little leaves. I love the little detail that's in all of these. So cut as many of these as you need, and then you can start to adorn your card front. So I'm just positioning the frames. Onto this one I'm going to put my 3D foam squares, just the small ones. Just dot those around. That's going to give it that little bit more dimension. So there's 3 frames in the set. I'm just using 2 for my card design. All 3 do look very good together. Maybe if you want to do a vertical card. It's such a brilliant collection, this Wine Country. I've had a lot of fun making various projects with them. Also helps that I'm a huge fan of wine. So if you read my blog, you'll probably have gleaned that already. so I've got my 2 frames into position, and I just want to add now all the little leaves and those little bunches of grapes until I'm happy with the design. So you can see I've added quite a few more now. I'm just going to go in and put leaves between the sets, the bunches of grapes here. Just if you just make sure you've lifted them a tiny bit, you can squeeze the leaves. The stalks are then hidden underneath the previous one. So here's the finished card. Just a reminder of what die set I've used. It's Frame Charms Spellbinders, designed by Stacey Karen, part of the Wine Country collection. If you like today's card, then we're going to give it away. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment, and we will pick out somebody to send the card to. Something we're going to start to do with all our videos. So many thanks for watching, and come back soon. Bye now.